agents talk about getting into a home with a zero money down loan and how you can get into a home for less than it costs to get into a rental. But can you really do that? And what does that mean, less than the cost of a rental? My name is Tiffany Moe with Remax Elite out of Lee Summit, Missouri. I've sold over 40 homes in 2022, and I'm looking forward to a great 2023 and providing more options to all of my buyers and sellers out there. So even if you are using a zero money down loan, here are some things that you could potentially have to pay for. So the first thing will be, when you're writing an offer, you have to write in how much earnest money you're putting down. I want you to think about earnest money kind of like a security deposit, but it's like a security deposit on your offer and on your contract. So basically, even if you're doing a zero money down loan, if you are wanting to write an offer on a house, you have to put up earnest money to show them good faith that you want to buy this house. You're not just going to walk away and leave them hanging. Earnest money can vary from $100 to $10,000 to half the asking price. It just depends on how much earnest money you want to put down. If you are using a zero money down loan and you get your closing costs bundled into your loan, so you essentially really are paying zero money down, then you will get that earnest money back at closing as a check or wire transfer to you. Now, speaking of closing costs, you will have closing costs. Those closing costs vary. It varies on what home insurance rate you get. It varies on the taxes on the property. It includes things like title fees and my Remax Elite $395 BAC fee. Like, you're gonna have closing costs. Right now, in the market that we're in, how it's kind of slowing down, houses are still selling like crazy. But you have a little bit more negotiating power as a buyer, so you can sometimes get your closing costs included in your loan right now. So if you do a zero money down loan and you get your closing costs included in your loan, then essentially you're paying zero money at the closing table. So the only other fees that you have to worry about are, if you're doing inspections, which we obviously always recommend to do, those can go from anywhere from $100 to $800, depending on what inspections you're doing. There's so many different kinds of inspections, so many different costs. Usually with most companies, if you bundle inspections together with that same company, they'll give you a little bit of a discount. But inspection costs can vary. You don't even have to do inspections. It could cost you nothing because you don't do them. So that's completely up to you. One other fee that you will have to pay is to the lender for the appraisal. If you are getting a loan on a house, 9 times out of 10, you have to do an appraisal. That can vary between $350, $450, depends on if you put a rush on it, depends on the lender you use and what they charge. But appraisals are usually around an average of $400, and that is a fee that you will have to pay. Yes, even if you use a zero money down loan, you are going to have to come out of pocket with some money. It should be less than $1,000 in most cases, which is why we say you can sometimes buy your own house for less than the cost to get into a rental. Let's be honest, if you're renting a house or renting an apartment from somebody, you're paying their mortgage, you're not paying yourself, and it just doesn't make sense. Some people are sitting around not buying because the interest rates are in the 6s right now, but yet they're throwing their money away every single month to a landlord. So just something to think about. We can get you into your own house tomorrow if you'd like. It's not a scary process like everyone thinks it is. Reach out to me, let's go have coffee, let's chat about it, and let me tell you how I can get you into your new home in 2023.